Yo, happy belated, I don't know, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance. Give me a second, hold on. I just got home from work. Pretty hot today, it's like 34 degrees or something. So it's not exactly suit weather. So it's a bit interesting walking back home. But we're here now. Set up the phone, make a video, end the year right. I need to be more consistent. I need to get more consistent in uploading these. Sometimes, to be completely honest, I have a lack of ideas or lack of thoughts or anything that I want to share with you guys because I feel like I need something new and fascinating. But not necessarily. I think after watching other people's content lately and then kind of reflecting on my channel so far, a lot of the things that have resonated well, it's not even something brand new, it's just me sharing my experience or something that I learned through my own life, and it's pretty raw. Especially if you look at some of my older videos from last year, which had a bit more interaction, views, likes, or whatever, people that were actually watching and listening to videos. It was just me talking about my experience through life. It wasn't some revolutionary idea or something really crazy that I wanted to share with you guys. It was more so just me reflecting back on where I started and then my journey, what I learned along the way, and then where I'm at now. And to be completely honest, I could make the exact same video again right now because reflecting back on the past year it's been, the person I was a year ago, and then the type of situation and places I was living, what I was doing with myself back then, and then I compare it to where I'm at now a year later, I could make a video just off 1 year of progress in just that one certain area. But there's so many other aspects of my life and what I've learned along the way, the ups and downs, that I haven't really documented because for me it just seems kind of normal, or it feels like, I don't know, it's nothing too out there. But then, like I said earlier, I've watched a bit of content lately and it's made me realize I don't have to make videos about certain topics or revolutionary new ideas or perspectives I've gained. I can just talk about stuff I've done in the past, or stuff I've learned from, stuff I've regretted, stuff I use as motivation. There's a lot of different things I can talk about on this channel. And so moving forward, especially into 2026, look, if you look back on the channel, this year it's been pretty up and down for me. Hasn't been very consistent at all. I've uploaded a few videos here and there, but they don't always go into as much depth as I'd like them to. Or once again, if we compare it to my videos from last year, I felt like I really genuinely put a lot of care, and it was just me sharing my raw thoughts on camera because I was trying to help you guys. I was trying to share my experience, hopefully let you, watch it, listen to it, and maybe you can relate to it in some way, and then you can apply maybe the lessons learned into your own life. Because one of the main reasons I started this YouTube channel in the first place, of course, is to document my own journey, but it's also to help you guys as well. Because when I was younger and I didn't have a lot of, guidance in certain areas of my life where I wanted role models or I wanted to achieve this. But then when you don't have those people around you in your day-to-day life, whatever, you don't have those people as an influence, accessible, whatever it is, you've got to find them somewhere else. You've got to find them somewhere else. So you've got to go looking for these people that you want to learn from. You need to go looking for these people that you want to be inspired by and all of that. So of course, when you can't find them in the environment you're living in, maybe in the town, in the city, in the country, whatever, if you can't find those people, you've got to look for them online. And that's when I ended up on YouTube. So when I was looking for role models, or I wanted to learn even just about self-development or gymming or anything in the beginning, because I didn't have those people around me, I found them on the internet. And one of the biggest helps in my life that I've received was from people that made videos like this, where they're just sitting in front of the camera, they're talking about their life experience, what they've learned along the way, potentially what some of their mistakes or regrets were. And the other side of that, where they're sharing about the positive experiences they've had and the right decisions they believe they've made. And it was nice finding those people online on YouTube that I could kind of look up to in a way. Because when you hear about their story and you compare it to maybe where you're beginning, you might find some similarities. When I was watching these people, although a lot of them on YouTube back then, that the people I watched, they were a few years older than me. But when they talked about their history, their story, their mindset, what they'd gone through growing up, whatever, there's a lot of similarities that you can draw back to your own life, that relatability. And then you look at where they are now, what they've achieved, even though in the past they were in the same spot you were. And you can use that as motivation. You can use it as proof, where if you work hard towards something, if you set a goal, whatever it is, even if you don't know exactly how to achieve it right at this moment, as long as you're working towards something, or you've got that growth mindset where you're open to learning, open to new experiences, open to growing. Because if you're not open to any of that stuff, then you don't have any room for improvement. You're closed-minded. I think one of the people I used to watch at the beginning, not as much anymore, but every now and then, was Steph is Cold. And I don't know if it's his quote or someone else's quote, but anyway, he says, complain and stay the same. So if you're just going to go about your day, you're going to keep bitching and complaining about the life you have, everything that's going wrong, how the world hates you, how whatever. You're shifting all this blame on everything else. You're complaining about everything. But you're not blaming, or at least putting some responsibility on yourself. You're just going to stay the same. So if you complain, you're just going to stay the same. You don't have that accountability. And one of the first steps in acquiring or creating a better life for yourself is just taking accountability. You have to wake up one day and realize that no one's coming to save you. Along the journey, there might be some people here and there that you get along well with, that help you out, mutual benefits, you got friends, whatever, business opportunities, whatever that is. But at the end of the day, the person that cares about you most is going to be you. Everyone has their own problems, their own goals, their own dreams, their own bills, their own family, their own whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter how amazing or how boring or how negative or how miserable your life is. It's not really going to change unless you do something about it. So the first step is just waking up and realizing that you have to go out there and get it done yourself. And realizing that at a relatively young age for me was one of the best decisions or awakenings that I've ever had. And if you're watching this video and you're waiting for an extra step or a push or a sign in your personal life, most likely there won't really be anything that makes that happen for you. You just have to wake up one day and make the decision you want to have a better life for yourself. And through creating a better life for yourself, there's so many more other benefits that don't sound as selfish. When I was younger, I got tired of the environment I was in, the mindset people had, how close-minded they were, how negative they were, how much complaining the average person does. It's fucking annoying and you just get sick of hearing it. So I wanted to change my environment, so I'm just away from that stuff. I just block it out, focus on my own work. You know, there's so many beautiful things about even just normal day-to-day life to be grateful for. I don't want to be in an environment, whether it's work or it's home, where you're just stuck with people. They just find something to complain about every 1 hour, 2 hours, whatever the fuck. Life is what you make it. If you complain about it and you have this negative mindset, well then your life is going to feel shit. But if you open your eyes and realize, yeah, there's good in the world, there's bad in the world as well, and you can't control all of that, but as long as you're putting in the effort to make, I don't know, at least some change for yourself, then hopefully you can go to bed at the end of the day, and then you can wake up in the morning and not fucking just hate your life. So take accountability, find out what you want. In the beginning, let's say if you're a young guy, teenager, 20s, 30s, you might not even know exactly what you want yet. And that's fine. You haven't maybe tried out a lot of things, you haven't experienced a lot. But that's why I encourage you guys to go out and do different stuff. If it doesn't interest you, well then don't do it. That doesn't really make sense. But if you're vaguely interested about some sort of topic or activity, let's say it's, I don't know, fucking DJing, or it's driving cars, or it's architecture, or it's, I don't know, for these fucking big words, you want to be a scientist. So many people don't know what they want because they haven't tried stuff out. Once you start trying things out, you tick them off the list. Let's say I want to be a painter. I tried painting. Didn't fucking like it. I really liked games growing up. So I started programming games and I tried it for a little bit. I fucking hated it. I thought I wanted to design game characters, so I started drawing. I didn't do that either. Then I got more into graphic design. I didn't like graphic design as much. I do like it. I don't mind it. Can make some pretty cool shit. But I didn't want to do that for a job. And then I somehow ended up on photography for a while. And that's one of the things that has stuck in my personal life outside of my work. Every now and then I do photography, kind of freelance, whether it's for myself or friends, family, relatives, other companies that see my work. But I never would have known that if I didn't try all those other things. Because by crossing those off, I got closer to what I do enjoy a bit more. And I know that's a relatively small example. If you take into account your greater purpose or what you want to achieve out of your life, it might take a bit more than that. But that's when I encourage you to really experience other parts of the world. Get outside of your hometown. I cannot fathom how people stay in their hometown, their home city, for their entire fucking life and they don't leave. Even if they don't leave and they're like, let's say you finish university or high school, some people still don't ever leave their hometown. And I can't understand it because there's so much of the world out there to see, to experience. And you will learn so much from traveling. Get out there, travel to a different country, ideally something that's a different language. I'll be doing that soon. But even for me, traveling to different parts of Australia, traveling to America and Canada briefly, to Samoa, to the Cook Islands, it really opens your eyes up to the world that's out there, the beautiful people, the beautiful opportunities, and you begin to realize no matter where you go, you've got negative people and you've got positive people. And the only thing separating those two people is just what's up here. You are in control of the life you have. I know sometimes there's factors outside of your control. Let's just say the country you're born in. Some countries, you're probably more fortunate to be born in than others. But on the grand scheme of things, if you're watching this video, if you've got connection to the internet, you probably have enough of an opportunity to improve your life in one way or in another. So just wake the fuck up. It's the end of 2025, we're heading into 2026. Hopefully you can use this video as a sign to be a bit more accountable for yourself, to take action, to just create a better life for yourself and your loved ones. Because we have one life, you want to make sure that you enjoy it, that you appreciate it for what it is, the ups and downs. There's no light without dark and all that bullshit, that's true. Without having all these negative moments in my life, I wouldn't feel as fulfilled or positive as I would now, Because it's a nice contrast, it's a nice comparison. Once you have those ups and downs, and you see the result or the opposite side of either of them, it gives you a bit more of a unique or complete, not quite unique, more complete view on the world, on yourself, and it really puts life in perspective. Take care of yourselves. Happy New Year. And do the work, man. I need to do more YouTube videos, so that's what I'll be doing 2026. Seriously, I know I keep saying I'm like a broken fucking record, man. It's not a good example. But at least I'm being accountable. So now it's your turn. Now it's your turn to be accountable. And I'll see you soon. Peace.